Well, if you're wondering what I'm up to now, I'm standing in front of Detroit's historic Masonic Temple Theater. And I know it doesn't look like it right now, but in about 2 hours, there's going to be 5,000 people here, all chasing a little red dwarf out of the city. I know, it sounds kind of weird, but you're going to love it. The Marche to Nain Rouge is a wonderful, wild, and crazy parade that happens every spring in downtown Detroit. It's like Mardi Gras on a mission. And the mission is to chase a 300-year-old little troublemaker out of the city. Before the parade pushed off, Nain Rouge guru Francis Grunow filled me in on the foundation for these frightening festivities. So for people who don't speak Le French, freaky deaky French,
yes.
What's the literal translation of Nain Rouge?
So the literal translation is dwarf red, and we say the red dwarf.
Now, who is the Nain Rouge, and why is he so upset with Detroit?
Well, the Nain Rouge basically cursed the city after Cadillac, the founder, and he had a kind of tete-a-tete, and Cadillac was born, but the Nain Rouge sort of, has had this sentiment of having ill will and the harbinger of doom and, the things that make us feel bad. And, red is historically, for all cultures and society is sort of anger and fear. So that we just, we've come together really in positivity today to celebrate the city. And the Nain Rouge is basically the thing that gets us here.
Do I actually get to see the Nain Rouge? Does he come out?
The Nain Rouge will make an appearance, supposedly. That's the idea, yes.
Next, I ran into Joseph Bastian. He loves the legend of Nain Rouge so much, he wrote a book and even produced a movie about the little guy. I think it's pretty safe to say that you're like an uber fan of the Nain Rouge, right?
Yes, big time, yeah.
How did you get so interested in this little guy?
I discovered the legend about 15 years ago, and I decided to write a book about it. And now the book's turned into a graphic novel, and we're making a movie, and the parade, it's blowing up.
Why do you think this character or this legend has lived for so many, like 300 years?
Yeah, I think it was lost to history till about 10 years ago when the March started, and then, I did my contribution with the books and really brought the story to the modern world. But yeah, it was an old legend that's as old as Cadillac and the founding of the city.
Well, how come I'm just hearing about it now?
I didn't know about it till about 15 years ago. Like I said, it was lost to history. And that's what's so exciting is, as you got all this renewal in Detroit, the legend's all a part of it. This is a part of all of our heritage and our culture.
Well, now that we all know what the heck is going on, let's get in the spirit, get in the parade, and start running this little red rascal out of town. Show me how you're going to scare the Nain Rouge. Oh, wow. That is scary. I'm getting out of here. I know a doctor who can fix that. Hi, how are you? Hello. Hello, how are you? Oh! Just I have a fear of clowns. Can you help me work through that?
I don't think I'm the right one.
No, okay.
No.
Okay. Hey, how come you've got my gallbladder on a stick?
Seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Okay, fair enough. Are you a sloth?
Yes.
Cool. In 347,000 words or less, what exactly are you?
I'm a banjo player.
Oh, a banjo player. You're right, I'm sorry.
Where are you from?
I'm from PBS.
I love PBS.
Thanks a lot.
Under the radar.
So we danced, we laughed, we cheered, and we rock and rolled our way all the way down to the Masonic Temple, where a huge crowd confronted the evil Nain Rouge with, well, let's just say, a less than enthusiastic reception. You're yucky and nasty, and I don't like you very much. I hope your dinner's cold tonight. Now, before this newly banished bad guy hit the road, I caught up with him for a quick chat. I mean, he can't be that nasty, right? I was just wondering, what's it like being hated by the entire city of Detroit?
This city doesn't hate me.
No?
They love me. I own this city.
Really?
You can tell by all the deeds I do throughout the city.
Really? Listen, just between you and me, how much would it cost to get you to go to Philadelphia instead of Detroit?
Detroit is my home. I own this place. I'm never leaving.
Well, he was that nasty. But when all was said and done, and the Nain Rouge was finally on the run, I have to admit, this really is a great way to meet fellow Detroiters and make some fun Motown memories. So if you believe what you just saw, and you want to see even more, I believe I'll be seeing you in Detroit real soon. Because once you get here, you'll see exactly what I mean.